What's up, guys? My name's Doofus Mcdooface, and it's time for another Analytical Doof. That's where we play a ranked 2v2 game, and we give you all of my thoughts, all of my plans, why I'm sending this, why I'm building that. So without further ado, once the game loads, let's get right into it. I'm gonna check that there's allowance, all out assault, overwork. So there's nothing like that scary. I mean, there are some aggressive spells, and there are some defensive spells on wave 11. So I'm not too worried about anything. See my teammates roll. Looks pretty decent. I'm just going to go Mega Mind, right? And see what they give me and work with it. Cash out with that extra gold is amazing. And there's two ways I can play this, right? Right off the bat. Because I got that one extra gold from Mega Mind, I know that I could go 4 Worker Sakura on wave 2. That 1 gold threshold is massive. But then again, there's high worker starts with Goblin Copter or Bone Warriors with Bone Crushers and Fire Archers. I've been really good with Goblin Copter lately, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to drop the Seedlings, take the Bone Warrior because of Dark Mages. I do like the Bunk as my tier 6. I need an Arcane tank. I love the Harden ability from that. And I'm either going to take Fire Lord or Lord of Death. Kind of like Fire Lord. They're saying I'm weak on 10 and 20, but I'm not really too worried about that, to be honest. As I said, I'm just going to start the Whirlybird. Push my 3 workers, right? Because we are cash out. Check that. There was no real opportunity to snail. When I say opportunity to snail, I'm looking through the match history to see if there's any leakable starts, right? Did they build anything that was leakable at the start? If there's nothing leakable, I'm not sending a snail, right? Now I will say, because I'm cash out, I'm able to go 6 workers with absolutely 0 punishment. Whereas normally there's a baby chance you could get punished with a snail. But thanks to me being able to be cash out with Whirlybird, there's absolutely no punishment. So I can add my split and add a Bone Warrior. And I'm gonna try to position this Bone Warrior just somehow to tank with this Copter. It probably won't, but it'd be cool if it did. My guy's a gun, so I don't care about sending a second. I get king upped, and I can't fight the greed. I'm gonna push to 7 workers here. It's probably a bad idea, because my teammate is quite weak on 3. But I can't help it. Early king is just so acceptable, not that big of a deal. So I am gonna risk it here. I will continue sending snails, because that's gun's weakness. But this guy's got anglers, so he's probably not gonna leak. Now I could definitely leak pretty soon here, so I'm gonna do a king up. Need those arcane tanks, but I need my Whirlybird to tank as much as possible. So I want these peewees outside of the circle. I want the peewee outside of the circle, so that the Whirlybird can tank the maximum amount. And if they save on me here, probably adding a Fire Archer next. 2 Fire Archers maybe. Just a snail, we're not pushing, I'm already scared. I push too hard. But we should be okay. We might pro leak, we might pro hold. Being that I'm 7 workers, I kind of want to hold and leak at the same time. It's tough, you know, it's tough. Now I want to hold because he leaked, but it's fine. We are going to pro leak 1 creep. That would be an amazing fiesta. It's really, really long wave, so I am pretty nervous here. So any amount of Fire Archers we can place, I will be placing. 140 gold here. That's 500. I want to say Fire Archers 550, yep. So this can tank a little bit. Or actually the Whirlybird will tank, this won't tank. I'm gonna lift our split. I'm just gonna spam bones. I'm just gonna spam bones here, guys. And hopefully these 2 can handle it. It's just snail, so we're fine. We can push workers. We're fine. This will tank that left side. This will tank the right side. I could pro leak, but I'm probably just holding. Yeah, even those peewees all the way down there. Too far back. Yeah, Fire Archer never tanked, so it's not perfect, but it's okay. Check to see this guy is kind of pushed into me. It is another long wave, but I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing until we get in trouble. Our king is in a fine spot, so what's the big deal? Gonna pull the boss over here to the right. Adding a little bit of extra damage. And then I'm just gonna spam some bones over here. And these will be dark mages at some point. Now, we need to really, really, really listen to me close. Stop placing tier 1s. Because so far, this is a tier 1 challenge. Yes, I am in the lead by 100 already. But it is time to stop. It's time to stop. So I'm gonna push 2 workers. Upgrade that Whirlybird. And maybe I should only push 1, to be honest. What I could do, right, so that I stop placing all these damn tier 1s, is build a Whirlybird and then shift the rest of gold so I can get a bunk on wave 7. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to pro leak 1 here. Teammate is sending a brute. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, very long wave. I think I can get the bunk. 342, 342. So first things first. Alright, so I actually can't afford the bunk right now. But if they do save, I will sell that Fire Archer. I will sell that Fire Archer for a bunk. I mean, we've got like 700 tier 1s. It would be worth it. And honestly, if he leaks his guy, which he is sending 2 brutes. 2 brutes? 2 brutes? Be a pretty big leak. They send me here anyhow. I'm going to be a chicken, not push and add the bunk. I wouldn't normally recommend this. But just with how weak my board is. I mean, my best damage on 7 is Fire Archer. Yeah, that gets us some gold. We are pro holding. And it's a really long wave, so I'm gonna just play it safe. Teammate leaks. Teammate's been pro leaking a lot, so I'm just gonna play it safe. I'll make sure we get that bunk out. Right? Why risk it? It's like the world's longest wave. 7 and 8 are my weakest. 8 I'm really bad, and 7 I have a bunch of tier 1s. So also not great. And look at that. We don't even have to sell. We don't even have to sell thanks to the leak from my teammate on his guy. We are overbuilt. That's okay. With the lifted split, I think this bunk should do great. It's going to tank a ton, which is exactly what I want it to do. And I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty darn good here. Give the dog a pet. And hit that like button while you're at it, you know? I pet my dog, you like the video. And they just send us, right? They just send us nicely. So I really didn't need the bunk, but now I feel comfortable about full pushing and not building on 8. Whereas before I was a little nervous. Now I have that safety, you know? Makes me feel a little bit better. Makes me feel a little bit better. This guy's doing like the tier 1 challenge over here. Or tier 2 challenge. Yep, my teammate does leak, so me getting the bunk was probably a pretty good idea. Right? I mean, they didn't real send me, but if I'd continued pushing like a maniac, we might have taken some king. Instead, we're looking fine. I have full cover. Everything's great. Just pushing everything. We're under a little bit, but we don't really care. There is an option to use the Fire Lord on wave 9 right there. So I would have both of the tier 6s tanking. Could be pretty cool. Could be pretty cool. Just throwing that one out there. We could push a worker and still get the Fire Lord. And then we upgrade that to a Haven for wave 10. Wave 11 of Phoenix. I mean, we just have the perfect tier 1 and a tier 6 build. I would like to push 2 workers though. That's the only downside. I do want to push 2 workers. I'm almost leaking here. I'm holding? I'm holding. Okay. It's very close though. His guy just the same, taking forever, 262. Let me wait before I push this worker. Nah, we've got to push. I'm sorry, guys. We got to stop playing like a chicken. We're pretty much having the freest game ever. I was trying to do all these analytical plays, but in all honesty, when somebody keeps sending you income king, and you have a really, really nice roll, sometimes you need to just push harder than you actually think you should. And that's where I'm at right now. I need to push much harder. Like, I'm gonna fly away with this game at this point. They just keep income kinging. Alright. Now, I think I'm still gonna get the Haven here. I know I just said, like, oh, no, but I'm almost leaking to no send. Right, so this is where we are a little bit too pushed. Unless I had, like, Daphne's, we could reroll. Disciple's actually pretty nice. Disciple's, I mean, we got a lot of good options there. I'm gonna drop the bunk, to be honest. I'm gonna drop the bunk. It's kind of tough to place them sometimes. I'm gonna take tanks. Got our Hardens for 17 and 19. Got our sets of damage, Dark Mages, Arcane tanks. Yeah, we're looking tasty. Yeah, see? That was the correct time to not push. We get our full Haven out. It's fantastic. And then in a perfect world, I'm going to put the Phoenix right there or there. Probably just there. Phoenix right there. And then we'll do a Starcaller. Yes, that will be a funny Fire Archer. Our Fire Archer will have the buff. I know. We can always sell it though, too. They do send us. I'm going to full push and take overwork just because I think I have so many workers. I'm not really scared of 12 with the Haven. So I'm just going to make it a bigger push. Just keep pushing, just keep pushing. Teammate is going to pro hold. My guy's starting to leak to my income sends, which is great. So this overwork full send with income could be really awesome. So we're going to click that button really, really fast. Yep, really, really fast. I do just want to think this through for a second. If I sold that Fire Archer, this position would be way better. Yeah.
Your will is my command.
The thing what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sell that Fire Archer and use that as my Starcaller spot. It's going to make the Phoenix better if it's there. It's always going to be there, but I'd rather the Whirlybirds get the buff, the Starcaller buff, than just a single Fire Archer. I really don't want to full send this guy, but I'm going to send 3 Robos. I can't help it. They send me Income King. But once again, I think we're doing really good with like pushing and then not pushing a wave. Pushing and then not pushing a wave. Yeah, there's a very small Kingpin, so we are going to leak him. A 13 would actually be really nice from here. But his guy is de-hardened. Yeah, 13 is actually a great idea right now. My guy's Kingpin and Gun. His guy is Daphne's and Spam. So you've got a really good angle at 13, especially since I'm showing Haven. I'm not really showing anything for 13 at this moment. So they probably also want to send us on 13. So if we match when I'm overwork, I'm going to send way more. It'll be way more effective than if they were to send. I am on fire now. I'm gonna add that Fire Lord. Add a little bit more damage, just in case they ever send here. I don't think it's a harden. Is it a harden? I don't think it's ever a harden here. Like, me building this unit that's not great on 13, like the impact is good, but the fortified is not. Me building this should be enough. So that'll be the perfect positioning. We'll make that a Phoenix. And then we're gonna full send 13. So the income king here. Still think we send here. But if we are gonna send here, we need to push some workers. I don't know what sending this. I just like ogres. I don't know. Honestly, that was a really tough board to send against. And I'm just gonna push. I'm gonna just keep pushing. Not gonna add that Phoenix quite yet. I mean, the guy's got the Kingpin, which is kind of useless here. He does have the Catapult. So I'm like, maybe GKs were a good idea. 2 GKs might have been correct, to be honest. Because his best unit is the Zeus and the Catapult. But I'm thinking, if I just send ogres, I should get through them pretty fast. Technically, right? Technically, I should get through them pretty fast. So I'm hoping that double ogre, double brute should do the trick. And then let's just keep pushing for 15. If they're just going to keep giving us these freebies, we want to take advantage of them. Yeah, so the hope is that we can just get to that trebuchet really fast with the super giga damage. So he's going to leak at least a little bit. At least the 2 ogres and the 1 drill master. His guy leaks 2. Now we just push full for 15 pretty much. Yeah, looking pretty tasty. And my guy's a little bit farther ahead, so it's good that I'm the one pushing a little bit. Couple more workers than my teammate. They're also in kill zone now. Just need a baby leak on 15 and they are toast. And I want to make sure that the game ends. So I'm gonna pretty much push everything. Right. Like 300 under should be good. I don't want to give a shutdown, so I'm going to harden this little guy. Just makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. And this harden might bait them to send 15. If they somehow miraculously lived, we are kind of bad-ish on 16. Right? We're bad-ish on 16 or 17. So when you harden, and then you're dehardened, it can force people to send you on a certain wave. So they are quite over. That's fine. I'm even push a couple more workers because of how over he is. This is a much easier send. I'm thinking spamming imps, but maybe a shaman too. Although I kind of screwed up and I should have clicked the shaman first. No, we're good. Whew. Yeah, definitely click the higher mythium thing first. That is kind of stupid of me not to have done that, but we got away with it. Sell, push 1 more. More imps, and then a robo. The imps are to eat this trebuchet shots, and as well as wasting the kingpin shots. Yes, I do like sending imps on ranged waves. Also kind of wastes the shots of the Zeuses, since that's pretty much all he's showing. And then the shaman just to make the quadrupus kick booty. Do send here. My guy is over. My guy is over. And I'm going to say 17. Even though this guy has all the kingpins, I literally will be at like 100 workers if they're alive. So I'm not too worried about that. One of them would have to hold for them to live. I do leak. But we have so much king, so we're not too worried. This guy's actually doing pretty well, but I don't think it's well enough. I don't think it's well enough for them to live. But yeah, and us having full king ups gives us a lot of safety there, so we're never going to die. They, however, with very low king, die to these low HP bosses, and it's easy victory. And the plan would have been to go 17. The reason I want 17 is because Chantry can't hold 17. It's literally all veterans, all orchids, Lord of Death. It's got 3 units that are good on 17. Damage-wise, at least. Yes, he does have the golems, but damage-wise, that's all he's got. So I'm just going to try to finish the game on 17 if they do miraculously live. But the imps and shaman were great, right? The 4 kingpins, right? It was only 1. The 4 kingpins just kept overkilling the imps, right? And to give that shaman and quadrupus time to just keep cooking, didn't matter that he was 34 over. I do wish I did watch this side, though. I'm surprised that my Phoenix died so fast. I kind of want to see this and see if we could have improved it in any way. Because that was a pretty quick leak. I leaked first, so maybe there's something we could have improved. We received a Needler and an Ogre. I felt as though my positioning was good. Of course, I'm like 65 workers there, so me leaking, not surprising. It's just the quickness at which I leaked to only a 560 kind of surprised me. We're gonna watch this again. Does my Needler die? Does my Phoenix die instantly, or? Let's see what happens. Because I even built the antler there. Oh, the Phoenix looks good. Phoenix looks really good here. I guess I just don't have a lot of tank value. Yeah. Alright, and that helps. That helps me feel a lot better. So now watching this, look how low that boss was. The boss was super low, and in watching the replay, they actually were really low down here, right? Both my boss and my teammate's boss were really low. So, although I did leak fast, this is such a small leak. Yeah, that boss dies almost instantly. It's pretty much just 3 plus Needler. So I've got no problem with that. Now that I see that the split was good. The split was good. I guess theoretically, it may have been a better idea to add peewees or like veterans instead of the antler. Because we did bait them, right? Like I said, I wanted to harden, to deharden, to try to bait the 15, which is what they gave us. But then I didn't build for it. So it could have been a bit of greed. For me to push really hard and deharden and build for wave 16 might have been greedy. Whereas maybe I do 2 out of 3, right? I push really hard, I am dehardened, and then I still build a bit for wave 15. Right? Like, literally just the difference is that antler's 2 veterans. Right? That antler's 2 veterans or a couple of peewees spammed over there just to give that Phoenix a little more time to cook, because it was a very nice Phoenix. It was a very excellent Phoenix. Took a lot of damage and did a lot of damage because it took a lot of damage. But yeah, felt like a really good game. I really only had the baby leaks early. We got away with the 7 worker. 6 worker was lovely thanks to cash out. Almost makes me want to play cash out, to be honest. Yeah, we take baby leaks early. Looking good, looking good. I do force out the bunk just as safety. Yes, I'm 55 over, but imagine if that's a brute robo. My teammate leaks 58, and I get brute roboed, and if I didn't have that bunk, it's a really long wave 6. Could have been bad. So I like the chicken play there. Wave 10 we were chilling. We catch him on wave 11 with the overwork just because I've got so many stinking workers. And then we force 13. I really thought they were going to match us 13. But once they sent us 12, we can just full push for 13 and say, okay, but you guys are going to get smacked. Right? So we both push like 5 to 7 workers apiece. And we tried to hit them pretty hard on 13 there. And we did, which sets up the 15. So, beautiful, beautiful. Nothing wrong with this game. Hope you guys enjoyed that cash out with Analytical Doofus. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.